Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Now, here is Young. Gallinari, a screen on Middleton. Young's shot is off. Atlanta trails by 6. And here's George for 3. Martin again, serving. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Middleton with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Irving, good.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Especially now, Greg. I mean, this is a critical point in the game. His three-point shot really could end up turning the tide here and telling the story. Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Timeout called Cleveland. A different look now for Cleveland. Gobert, he's checked in for Garnett. Cantor comes in for Gallinari. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kevin Martin. Mo Williams. Williams kicks to Parsons. Young outside. Rebound, Atlanta. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's George. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Young. Off the pick. Fareed the pass to Irving. It's Whiteside, top of the key. Down low to take the lead. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
George having a fantastic game. He has 15 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. George. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And I hate to be critical, but it's as if there has been zero effort given on the defensive end.
Well, you know you like to be critical at times, Greg. You love a healthy debate and being a contrarian, but you're right. I mean, this has been more a product of bad defense or no defense as opposed to great offense.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Atlanta. Sinks it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Passes it to Middleton. He dishes it to Fareed. The feed now to George. Whiteside is screen on Parsons. George double teamed. Clock at 4. Fareed dishes to George. Gobert with the block. Williams kicks to Cantor. They pass to Gobert. Parsons for 3. Bullseye!
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 6 seconds left. To play in the final quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And George, here we go. Money!
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Here's Thompson. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1, getting going right now. So Atlanta will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Atlanta, Kenneth Fareed is out there with Paul George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Mills. And it's Whiteside, and it's the 5. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's 11 points for Enes Kanter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That free throw, no good.
At the line. Assignment. 2 shots. Timeout.
Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta making some changes. Parsons checked in for Kenneth Fareed, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Kanter kicks to Williams. Gobert the pass to Williams. There's a screen by Kanter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster. And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
The Atlanta trails by 3. Here's Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 17 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets. He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Walker's shot is off.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside Williams. Gobert the screen. Here's Thompson. Nails it.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Irving kicks to Middleton. Takes the 3. Connects. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Gobert can't hit. To the middle. To take the lead. Buries it.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
And stolen by Parsons. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
They're losing by 4. 16 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Thompson for 3. Here's Walker. It's good.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Cleveland making a change here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 4. 8 seconds left in overtime. Outside Williams. Parsons on the wing. The 3. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed, Clark, an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that about wraps it up.